Hey, everybody.
What's up,
Welcome
guys?
To the Barbie and Rambo Show.
Coming at you again, full effect. Don't believe the hype. It's another sequel.
It's another Thursday.
Thirsty Thursdays, you guys. And here's to you. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Ta-da.
Well, I think living in Florida, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, too.
Yeah, always. It's always 5 o'clock in Florida. It doesn't matter. Anyways, you guys, we got some great topics for you today. We got the elections coming up, which are going to be heavily influenced by the shit everybody's dealing with. So that's a hot topic. It's been on CNN and Fox News repeatedly. And, we got Ultra Music Fest happening this weekend, which is the electronic music, like extravaganza of the world. It's one of the biggest events in the world. And it's hosted by my good friend Damian Pinto, who I went to school with in Glastonbury, Connecticut. If you put your head together on that one, small world. And, we got spring break happening. We got the curfew going down in Miami. We got the transgender swimmer who's everybody's up in arms on, and righteously so, among many other good topics.
And look, we have a party barge here.
Excellent. The cycle party is here. And once again, we're coming at you live from Original Fat Cats, everybody. And this is one of our go-to spots. It's a little crazy downtown to do spring break downtown, but it's spring break here. But just you can actually hear us.
Yeah, we can avoid the chaos.
Yeah, we can avoid the chaos. So it's a lot easier. Anyways, so we got a lot of hot topics going on for you, and we're going to have a great show today.
Yeah, so I think we're going to start out with a real hot topic that everyone's on right now is Hunter Biden.
Oh my God, Hunter Biden, Jesus Christ. That is Joe Biden's, messed up son. And you got to feel bad for Joe Biden, okay? Because we have everybody has a screwed up family member, a cousin, whatever. And, Hunter Biden's lived a privileged lifestyle. And, he's got drug issues and whatnot. And he's brought into the limelight because Joe Biden is ran for president. And he's now president. And,
what does he do for a living?
He gets bribed by the Ukrainian oil companies, okay? He's on their payroll for, I believe, millions of dollars, okay? And basically it's money laundering, which everybody knows, okay? But, CNN doesn't want to talk about it. That's why their ratings are down by 67%, okay? But Joe Rogan will talk about it, Fox News will talk about it, and you can find it on the internet, so basically he's on the take, and he launders money for his father, okay, which is no surprise, and everybody knows it.
Yeah, but that should not be acceptable.
Well, it is acceptable because we're in a rough situation right now with our political, our political position, because look who we have for president, all right, and it is what it is. And the fact of the matter is that, Joe Biden doesn't care either way. He's like 100. He's like 4 years older than God, okay? He doesn't care what's going to happen. He's like probably 130, 140.
No, seriously.
And I don't know how old Joe Biden is, but he's up there, and you can tell. I mean, the poor guy. And everybody says Joe Biden this, Joe Biden that. Joe Biden's not pulling any strings, okay? He doesn't have the mental capacity. All right, the poor guy's suffering from dementia.
Yeah, but what about...
He is.
Yeah, but what about Hunter?
Hunter is his fucked up son that he loves. There's nothing wrong with that, all right? And I'm sure if you ever met Hunter Biden, he's probably not a bad guy, okay? He's got some issues. He's been through drug treatment and whatnot, and, just like every American family.
Wasn't he, doing, stuff with, prostitution? Or...
Yeah, it was on his laptop, which CNN, the Democratic Party, says was a lie and whatnot, but it's just come out in the New York Times that it's actually all true, and we knew it was all true. But, just like with any Nazi propaganda, which is where these people learned it from, if you repeat the same thing over and over to the media, people will start to believe it.
So what do you think they're going to find out with these laptops?
Well, they've already found out, okay? And all this evidence always disappears, just like Hillary's emails and... crooked Hillary, just like all our emails, I mean, it just happens. Everything disappears because you can't fuck with the royalty. All right, you can't overturn the aristocracy that we have now as politicians, and it's basically like the new Britisher here. That's like let them eat cake. That's like I always say. So they're untouchable, and Hillary would be in jail, but she can't be because she's got so much dirt that she would take down the whole diseased temple. That's why
Here she's got COVID.
Whoop-de-doo. You know, it is. Of course, everybody's had COVID, but if they arrested Hillary, she would take everybody down with them. Hillary will never be arrested. Trump would have had her incarcerated. You know, just like she said before, when her emails were released, if he gets elected, we're all going to hang.
She actually said, somebody asked her, what are you doing during COVID? And she said she was reading a book about the story of Donald Trump.
That's actually a pretty good idea. Maybe she'll learn something and learn how to be more honest and not so corrupt. But as it is, so getting back to Hunter Biden, you know, so Hunter Biden is just a pawn, you know, so is Joe Biden. It's the easiest way for him to launder money through his son. With the Ukraine oil position, and I mean, you see all the shit happening in Ukraine now, okay? And gas prices are going up.
It's been now a month from today when it started.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
And those Ukrainians,
a long time.
Let's get a shout out to the Ukrainian army, okay? And all the Ukrainians are fighting like a son of a bitch. Oh, but there's new news, you guys. You guys have heard of Anonymous in the United States, right? They're those guys who hack and they believe in free rights for everybody, and they release the stuff, you know, the guys with the masks. Well, there's a new group called the IT Ukrainian Soldiers, and they have 311,000 members, and all they're doing is trying to do cyber attacks on. Yeah, I didn't brief you on this. They're trying to do cyber attacks. They have 311,000 members. Okay, these are all IT guys. And some of these guys are thieves, and they come in and they do ransomware and whatnot, and they're all trying to attack Putin, trying to shut down his oil plants, all through cyber attacks. And there's 311,000 members in this group. So figure, if you do the statistics, out of 311,000 members, I'm going to say 30,000 are fucking seasoned hackers. I mean, bad motherfuckers. These are coders. These guys are guys who write code. Okay, these aren't just computer guys. They're code writers. They go in your back door, and out of those 311,000 members that they have, say 50,000 of them are good. Okay, I'm going to tell you, at least 5,000 of them are something you'd see in like Swordfish, you know, like they've been in jail and they're taking it upon themselves to attack Putin and do these massive cyber attacks, which is very interesting because it's going to fuck his infrastructure up because everything's run by computer, the water plants, everything.
Well, so you want to speak about cyber attacks? Somebody tried to cyber attack somebody's boat. Did you hear about that one?
I most certainly did not.
Putin's yacht?
Oh yeah. It's probably these guys, the IT Ukrainian soldiers, or the IT soldiers of Ukraine. Look it up; it's interesting.
Okay, he's got a $700 million yacht.
Of course he does. He's the president of Russia. Why wouldn't he?
They're calling him like the richest man in the world.
He's probably richer than that. That's what you know on paper, you know.
He's got gold-plated toilet seats,
toilet
paper holders.
He's got unlimited oil reserves, basically, in the Crimea, which he annexed. So it is what it is. And now he's going for Ukraine, which has huge oil reserves. So he's smart. He's basically doing what Saddam Hussein did in the Iraqi war when he invaded Kuwait. He didn't invade Kuwait because he didn't like them. He went for their oil, which Bush eventually stole and shipped it all out, and sold it back to us. It's all fun and games, you guys. We're living in interesting times. So Hunter Biden's all tied into this because he's a pawn as well, you know. So you got to feel bad for that. And all Joe Biden is an old grandfather who's just trying to get by, and he doesn't care if he's reelected again. Which is funny because it came out today that all the indicators are that Trump's running again in 2024. Okay. And with the current state of affairs, there's a hell of a chance he's going to get elected. And what everybody's now, the big question is, who's his running mate? It sure as fuck isn't going to be Mike Pence. Well, what's this?
I will be.
Oh, you will be? I'd vote for you. At least I can trust you. So, you know, a lot of interesting things happening out there, you guys. These are great times to be in. And we try to keep you abreast of all the current information, all the stuff going on.
You know who we want to be the VP. DeSantis.
Yeah, DeSantis, of course. Oh, shout out to DeSantis. He passed a bill in 1991 which prohibited, men and girls from intermingling in sports. And another shout out to him. And remember, he's a decorated Navy officer. Okay, I mean he's like a James Bond. He went to Harvard or whatever. He went to Ivy League schools. This guy's a true fucking patriot. And he basically declared the second runner up in the latest swim event where the transgender huge guy won. He declared her champion. God bless him. Let's give a shout out to Ron DeSantis.
Okay, but I have to talk about that because, and there's nothing wrong with what this person decides to do with their body. I don't judge. You know?
Barbie's transgender, if you guys haven't noticed yet, okay? All right? She used to be a girl. Now she's trying to be a guy.
But I got no problem with people want to do with their bodies and with themselves. But however, I do not consider this an even playing field.
How could it be?
At all. When you have women that are training and running, these not a marathon, but running these races and wanting to win and work for the Olympics and keep moving up, and then you have another person, and nothing against this person. But I just think the swimming authority in the group should have put a stop to it because it's not an even playing field.
It's the NAACP that spearheaded all this. Okay, and I've been doing research on this, you guys. All right, I actually took a break from going out to spring break and chasing fucking 18-year-olds. All right, for a break. Okay, just for once. All right, so I've been doing my research. Yes. Hits me in the head. Now, this is the difference. Men produce testosterone. You see that arm? This arm is estrogen, okay? Of course I'm stronger than she is, okay? And like a woman put in one of the news articles in the Sun Sentinel recently, she goes, I'm not a vet, but I can tell a dog when I see one because she was watching the swimming event. And it's a fucking perfect example. Men have balls that produce testosterone, which makes their muscles grow, okay? Makes their chest big, and they have an unfair advantage over women, okay?
And they're going to be faster and stronger, because that's how their body is.
So a big shout out to the NAACP for fucking coming in and being complete fucking woke movement assholes for publicity and ruining these poor girls' chances of winning gold and silver medals, okay? Because these types of things are allowed.
And I think there should be a stop to it.
Absolutely. And Ron DeSantis seems to be one of the only people starting to put his foot down in general. He's the leading, leading conservative fucking person around here who's got his fucking head screwed on tight. He ended COVID for us way before New York and everybody did. And I had friends of mine from overseas. And if you go overseas during COVID, it was different. It showed like the hospitals full of people. It was yellow journalism. They were calling me like, oh my God, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking okay. We're not even wearing masks. They're like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, you should see the news over here. Florida is like the epicenter of the epidemic. So it's all fake news.
Do you think COVID's going to come back again?
Yeah, there'll be another variant, but everybody's fucking done with it, all right? They've been there. They've done that. They've bought the T-shirt, all right? We all have. We're all done with it, and people aren't dying in the streets, okay?
Well, took the jab, whoever wanted to take the jab.
Yeah, and you now need a third one and a fourth one. And I'm not a fool, but if I vaccinate my dog against rabies 2 and 3 times and suddenly it gets rabies, there's something wrong here.
I don't know if Hillary Clinton got it and our Secretary of State got it.
Yeah, but nobody's dying. I also got the flu, probably chlamydia and herpes and gonorrhea and the 7-year itch and the blue ball, maybe the crabs too. I probably had it all. But I never died. I sure as hell don't ask people to wear a mask, even though they should around me for damn sure.
Yeah. So, we talked a little bit on sports with the swimmer. The Miami Heat are like in first place in our division, like basketball. There was a huge fight on the court last night. Like punching side to side to side.
Fuck yeah, man. Gotta love men's sports. Boom. There's always fights, which is the best.
And I was like, watching going, oh my God, the referees couldn't get in there to break it up.
I know. One time I went to a fight and a fucking hockey game broke out right in the middle of the fight. I couldn't believe it.
That was a really big thing that they're talking about today about stopping these athletes to go after each other because you want to hurt yourself on the court, then you're going to hurt yourself back on the court.
Yeah, but they get sanctioned, they get fined, whatnot. They don't care, and it's good. Hey, guess what? It's good television. Yeah. At the end of the day, it is television.
Yeah, so we are down in Fort Lauderdale. It is still another week of spring break.
Yep, at the original Fat Cats. We're trying to do a more low-keyed environment so you guys can actually see us and hear us now.
On St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, exactly. So we're back at original Fat Cats, which has the best cheesesteaks on the fucking planet. If you don't fucking believe me, I swear to God, try it. If you don't like it, I'll pay for it. I'll Venmo you from Barbie's account.
Guess what today is?
What is it?
National Cheesesteak Day.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Go figure. Look at that, huh? It was meant to be.
It is National Cheesesteak Day today.
Is that a true story? You just say that.
No, it's a true story. People look it up.
Unbelievable. Mm-hmm. Go figure. So what else you got for me, Sugar Britches?
All right. So spring break. We got that covered down here. It's pretty tame.
Oh my God, Miami's off the fucking chain. They just imposed a curfew. Okay. The curfew goes into effect. They stop. You can buy alcohol till 12 o'clock at night, okay? Because they're fucking going nuts in the street. The mayor said it's absolute chaos. He's declared a state of emergency in Miami, okay?
And they declared the state of emergency because people are getting shot.
Yeah.
And it's not the locals. I mean, it's not the visitors that are doing it.
Yeah.
It's the locals.
It's the locals from like Perrine, from Hialeah, from, the real gangster ghetto sons of bitches that are going in there because these kids are coming on spring break and they're like, woohoo, Miami, looks cool, living la vida loco. And they're walking into a friggin' complete fucking horrible situation. And they can't bring guns on planes. So it's not the spring breakers. All right. And the beautiful thing is, as a result, we're starting to get packed with spring breakers here because of all this. And Fort Lauderdale declared a thing saying that they're having a very peaceful spring break this year, okay? Because the spring breakers are going to Miami and they're seeing what the fuck is going on, and it's basically like they're walking into a fucking a war zone, okay?
It's mayhem.
Yeah. And it's like, it's dangerous.
Well, they did say the other day there was a little bit of problem here in Fort Lauderdale with a little bit of fentanyl.
Yeah, but
there were like some West Point graduates.
Yeah, those poor guys. But then you've got the local drug dealers walking around during spring break saying, hey, man, you want something? And, kids get drunk and they do what they're going to do. We all did when we were kids. And these guys were like 6 West Point graduates. And they ended up getting cocaine that was cut with fentanyl. And like 6 of them OD'd in Walton Manors, but they all lived. But the best part about it is hats off to the Fort Lauderdale Police Department. They got the fucking motherfucker who did it, And these people have to be taken off the streets, So instead of defunding the police, you got to fund the police because it keeps us safe. And like a police officer once told me when they were really saying defund the police, it said, when your boyfriend is beating the shit out of you at 4 o'clock in the morning, you got nobody to call. Remember that if you defund the police. Which is a point, which is a good point.
Yeah, right.
And that's why everybody's getting away from that.
I mean, even if your house gets robbed or something happens.
But if you really need them and you're in a violent situation, there's no cops to show up, you're fucked. You better have a handgun or, go back to, your rights.
Yeah, well, in Fort Lauderdale too, they have it controlled with the railing up, and they got horses.
Listen, you guys. Spring break in Fort Lauderdale is jumping off the hook, and it's peaceful. It's nothing like Miami.
Everybody's having fun.
Everybody's just having fun. Thank God these kids, they work hard. They go to school all year on, but then they go down to Miami, and it's like you're stepping into fucking a Somali war zone. And the cops can't control what's going on. They had a shooting 9 feet away from a police officer. They don't give a fuck. They had 9 officers injured last week. They had to declare a state of emergency. What does that tell you? One of the reasons I never go to Miami.
Yeah. How was speaking of spring break? How was food book this weekend?
Oh, we jammed. Dude, it was so much fun. We were out at Sandbar selling food to everybody. The J Sandbar Food Book. That's my other business, and it was mayhem. It took me 2 days to recover.
What was your hot seller? Alligator bites.
Alligator bites. I'm the alligator king of South Florida. At your service. You can look it up.
Oh, now they know where to find alligator bites.
At your service.
Yeah, for sure. So speaking of spring break in Miami, there's a big festival going on down in Miami coming up.
Oh my God, Ultra Music Festival. It is ludicrous. All right.
Well, I want you to know that this used to be, because I'm from the music industry, this used to be called the Winter Music Tour.
Actually, if you go in a bar, you wouldn't know this, but when she's saying she was in the music industry, it's like saying that I have fun on spring break or I have a good time. No, She's got her whole office is all platinum records. There's like 70 of them, Guns N' Roses, and she got all these people famous. She got all these people platinum.
But there used to be this, it's called Winter Music Festival, where everybody from the music industry would come down and represent the artists that were playing. And it was like meetings at the hotel, like a conference, but then you go out and see the bands at night.
Yeah, and then they jumped it further.
Well, no, because nobody buys CDs anymore.
Exactly. And with electronic music, it's all electronic music, you guys.
And everybody downloads.
Yeah, and I don't care how old you are. If you ever listen to electronic music, it is jamming. These fucking DJs are unbelievable. Yeah. Tickets are $400 a day, okay? It's more expensive than the drugs that you'd buy there to have fun.
$400 for starting.
Yeah, starting at $400 a day, okay?
So you could probably buy the VIP area or the backstage area.
Yeah, for like $1,100. Yeah, you could do whatever. They have all types of stuff. And it's out of control out there, you know? And there's a lot of ecstasy there. And I went there 4 years ago. It was the funniest thing I ever saw in my life. Music was fucking slamming, you guys. And I'm not a big electronic music guy, but the music was slamming. You go there, you'll like it. That's all there is to it. I don't care how old you are. I could have brought my grandfather there, and he'd be like, this is cool.
Yeah, it looks like the lineup's going to be David Guetta, DJ Snake, Adam Beyer, Eraso, Nina Kravitz.
Damn.
Rock on, Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, and there's like 70 others too.
And how do you get a band name or a DJ called Alice in Wonderland?
You got
things going on at that show.
You're going down the rabbit hole, believe me when I tell you that. So that was another DJ, Alice in Wonderland. Never heard of, but any one of these guys, you would just be like, "Whoa, this is a cool experience." Plus, it's so loud it goes right through you.
Yeah. And how many people I think they're expecting?
50,000.
All right, let me ask you this.
I think that's per day.
Okay, so that's this weekend.
Yeah, that's during spring break in Miami, and Ultra Music Festival is in Miami. Okay, so it is bedlam out there.
So
okay,
how are you going to control all this?
They're declaring a state of emergency. They have no choice. They probably have to bring in the National Guard.
But how are they going to control all this with all the craziness going on?
You
got the beach, and then you got this music festival going on.
You're going to have cops. Anybody on the street is going to be told to go home or be arrested. That's the only choice they have. And unfortunately, like I said, it's not the spring breakers. It's not the guys the kids who flew in from the music festivals, because you can't bring guns on planes. It's the goddamn locals who are doing this.
You going to go be Rambo and go down there?
Hell no, dude. I'm going to chill out on my yacht, relax, and sit in my jacuzzi, drink beer, and wave at boaters going by.
After you work the sandbar.
Yeah. Covered in French fry oil and all types of weird shit.
Also, another thing going on this weekend is the Palm Beach Boat Show.
Oh, yeah. There's so much to do in South Florida, everybody. It's fucking absolutely amazing. The Palm Beach Boat Show is huge. And, everything you want, maritime boating, whatnot, it's one of my specialties. I got like 4 boats. I do that thing. So it's South Florida. It's part of the thing.
Yeah, and what's nice about the boat shows, too, that I like is they have everything from yachts to mid-sized boats to mini boats to little fisherman cruisers. They accommodate everybody that's looking for a boat.
Yeah, and what probably likes the most is the booze tents. Okay? They've got these huge tents that just serve alcohol to everybody. All right? And Barbie, she's been kicked out of there like 4 times, okay? And she went to rehab like twice. No, she hasn't. I'm just joking. Uh-oh, the dogs are going at it.
The fur babies are coming. But it's nice, though, because you go on these yachts and these boats, and they give you, like, free cheese and crackers, and they walk you around.
Yeah, it's exceptional. It's pretty cool, you know? So there's tons to do in South Florida. Just stay away from fucking Miami this weekend. I should just stay away from Miami in general. I find nothing appeasing about it.
Yeah, let's have everybody stay safe.
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale is jumping, you guys. It's safe. It's nice. There's no problems. Tons of spring breakers, tons of people out there. It's all fun and games.
Yeah, so today is Thursday. Guess you know what the date is today?
I don't even know what fucking year it is. There's no date today? It's what, 2019?
It's March 24th.
Okay. Excellent.
Thursday. Excellent. We go live on Thursday.
Oh, thank you for telling me that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, today's the 83rd day of the year.
Okay.
Already.
Okay.
83 days of the year. We have 282 days to go left in the year.
I'm so excited.
But, you know, what's special about today is not only is it National Cheesesteak Day, You got to get your cheesesteak.
Okay.
Is that your favorite?
Well,
It's also International Day for Achievers.
Joy. Here's all you achievers. Boom.
Did you achieve anything today?
Are you kidding me? It's 5 o'clock this morning, working like a son of a bitch. And then I have to deal with you, okay? I have to prep for the show and set up all this equipment, all right? It is not easy. Trust me when I tell you this.
Well, then you did make it achieve.
Yeah, if there's a psychiatrist out there, I will pay big money, and I need your couch for 4 hours a week. And you can forget about mom. I got a whole bunch of different issues.
And today is also Rights to the Truth for Human Rights Day.
Okay, which basically means shit because human rights exist only in some places and they're not even enforced.
I have to disagree with that.
Really?
I guess maybe that's why they made it a day today. A lot of hot topics on this day today.
So what else you got for
You
me?
got your National Cheesecake Day.
Mhm.
It's National Covered Chocolate Raisins. Yum.
What, with like weed? Like
Chocolate raisins.
yeah, with like weed, right?
No, like chocolate raisins.
Who the fuck would eat chocolate raisins without weed in them?
I don't know. Maybe you do. I don't.
I should. I fucking definitely should. I wouldn't be so high strung. I'd be like, yeah, man, everything's cool, you know. Barbie was late again, and you know, yeah, fuck it, dude. Go give me a cheesesteak.
It's National Puppy Day.
Woof woof.
Go give your fur baby a hug and a kiss. And did you know it's National Cocktail Day?
Oh, thank that. Now you're speaking my language. Okay, this is it. Okay, this is what I need to deal
Cheers to National Cocktail Day, everybody.
with my beautiful co-host.
At your service.
Yeah, and she gave me shit last weekend for St. Patty's Day, calling her a leprechaun hooker. By the way. Ow! This is why. I need a surgeon too, a brain surgeon. All the trauma.
Yeah, so
we got tons of stuff going on still out here. I mean, Fort Lauderdale is jamming right now, you guys. This is the place to be, all right? It is an endless source of fun, and it's a beautiful environment. You guys got to come down here, all right? You're not frozen solid down here. It's like freaking right now. It's got to be about 79 degrees. I'm still sweating like a whore in church because I'm under the lights, but I mean, you know what that's like.
well, you did ride your motorcycle down here, so you were probably in the sun.
Yeah, and Barbie's never been to church either, obviously, or else she'd burst into flames. She wouldn't be here.
Every Sunday.
I doubt that. If she was, you would hit the newspapers. Woman spontaneously combusts as she walks through the Catholic church opening. They need fire extinguishers.
So, yeah, so that's a really good show for us today.
Absolutely, you guys. So listen, I want you guys to bear in mind to enjoy your lives and have a good time and relax. Stay out of Miami this weekend. Trust me, it's not a good thing for you. And we'll be coming at you next week, next Thursday, and we're probably going to be broadcasting downtown to spring break in front of all the madness. And we will definly...
Yeah, it's probably going to be the last week, too.
No, it won't be the last. It's going to last. Spring break doesn't actually die. It just slowly fizzles out, and it slowly fizzles out in like April. I swear to God, because even the people that aren't going to college still come down. You know, so it's slammed. It's a good time.
Yeah, I remember coming down here when I was going to high school.
The United States was there at the time. They had a United States. Wasn't it the colonial republic at the time?
Well, a lot of people also go to Texas and go over the border. Right?
Yeah, but it's so fucking dangerous right now with all the cartels. I mean, Mexico is almost as dangerous as Miami, believe it or not. Yeah, well, I'm being facetious. It's not. Mexico is very dangerous. I mean, I love Mexico. I've been there like 12 times. I haven't been there in 4 years. You know, I mean, Juarez, all that shit, even fucking Cabo San Lucas, and nobody that I know goes there anymore. And these are smart people, you know, because it's too fucking dangerous. I mean, you can take a turn down a dirt road and they think that you're an undercover agent. They shoot everybody. Families are getting murdered out there. So, you know, it's a tough place to be in right now, especially as corrupt as the Mexican government is right now, or else they wouldn't allow all these drug things to be happening.
Yeah.
But
That's right.
Yeah, but drug money speaks a lot higher than tourism. There's more money in drug money than there is tourism, or else they would be cracking down. Trust me.
Yeah, that's right.
So, anyways, you guys, it's been a great show. Glad you guys tuned in. We are going to tune in with you guys next Thursday about a different location for you. This is our new equipment. You actually see us now because last couple ones we apologize for. We weren't prepared because it's daylight savings bullshit. We're on it. We're slow.
And our platform's bigger.
Yep. We're slow, but we've been served and we got it now. So
our platform's bigger.
Yeah, absolutely. My platform heels are larger. That's why it makes me taller. I mean, Barbie's like 6'2", and I'm like, 5'6".
Yeah,
or 5'4" even.
Well, we also when we go live, we're also on YouTube and iHeartRadio, Pandora, and Spotify. So you can find us at numerous locations.
Absolutely, you guys. So have a great weekend. Be safe, and I will talk to you guys soon. This is Rambo signing out. Barbizon in the house. Coming at you full effect.
Peace out.
Later, guys.